I want to read this poem just because I really like it, and not for any great reason. It's a poem for you by Federico Garcia Lorca. It's called El Niño Mudo, or Roberts translate, the boy unable to speak, the mute boy. The small boy is looking for his voice. The king of the crickets had it. The boy was looking in a drop of water for his voice. I don't want the voice to speak with. I'll make a ring from it that my silence will wear on its little finger. Isn't that something?
Unbelievable.
The small boy was looking in a drop of water for his voice. Far away, the captured voice was getting dressed up like a cricket.
They're the best jokes in the world, and they're disguised as poems, you know? It's unbelievable.
I just love it. It's so sad and so happy at the same time.
Read it once more.
The small boy is looking for his voice, but the king of crickets had it. The boy was looking inside a drop of water for his voice. I don't want the voice to speak with. I'll make a ring from it that my silence will wear on its little finger. My silence will wear on its little finger.
Unbelievable.
The small boy was looking in a drop of water for his voice. And far away, the captured voice was getting dressed up like a cricket. So
See, he doesn't solve it at all. He never does get his voice. But the cricket is having a good time.
He does, because when the crickets sing, the whole world is his voice. He can't speak, but when everything speaks, he hears what he wanted to say. No one else can hear it, but they listen. That's a great...
Speaking of poems, there's the best Norwegian poet is named Rolf Jacobsen. I put a lot of stock in the old. They said looking at us and don't see us. And have plenty of their own. Like fishermen along big rivers, motionless as a stone in the summer night. I put a lot of stock in fishermen along big rivers, and old people, and those who appear after a long illness. They have something in their eyes you don't see much anymore, the old. Like convalescents whose feet are still not very sturdy under them, and pale foreheads, as if after a fever. The old, who so gradually become themselves once more.
That's so nice.
The old, who so gradually become themselves once more, and so gradually break up like smoke. No one notices it. They are gone into sleep and light.
Robert,
Now, what are we doing?
Robert, can I give you a Machado
Do it.
to dance to that one?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter now. It doesn't matter now if the golden wine floats abundantly in your crystal cup, or if the bitter juice, or if the bitter juice, or if the bitter juice clouds the pure glass. It doesn't matter now. You know the secret passageways of the soul, the roads that dreams take, and the calm evening where they go to die. There, the silent spirits of life are waiting for you, and one day they will come and carry you to a garden of eternal spring.
You say you can't create anything new? Don't worry about it. Make a clay cup from which your brother can drink. That seemed true. That's what they say. You know, I say that to the art museums producing all this absolute shit. You know, you say you can't create anything new? Don't worry about it. Make a cup from which your brother can drink. Who had that Blake line we were doing yesterday?
Ah, sunflower, weary of time, who countest the steps of the sun, seeking after that sweet golden climb where the traveler's journey is done.
And the sunflower be still clear and pure, ready to go there.
Where the pale youth pined away with desire, and the virgins shrouded in snow arise from their graves and aspire where my sunflower wishes to go.
It's great. So, Emily Dickinson, you know, notice how careful she was not to publish the poems. She published 3 in her lifetime because she knew those people around her would take her down.
Yeah.
And the wonderful poem of hers, the first one I ever memorized, is Exaltation. Now that's a word without any shame in it, you hear it? Exaltation is the going of the landed soul to sea, past the houses, past the headlands, into deep eternity. Exaltation is the going of the landed soul to sea, past the houses, past the headlands, into deep eternity. And how can we, born among the mountains, understand the excitement of the first league out from land? She's talking, maybe the sailors can do this better because they know there's a big, great, wonderful sea out there. But how about us, born among the mountains? Can we understand the divine intoxication of the first league out from land? Huh? That woman can really do it, boy. How can we understand the divine intoxication of the first league out from land? So she was happy just to get 1 mile away from New England. And her brother understood that when he died, he wouldn't let any ordinary funeral people carry her body to the cemetery.